Hey guys, it's Dark Architect 18 back here with another YouTube video, and we are doing the HMS Hood review video today, so we're going to jump straight into it. So we got the commander here, so we got John Fisher up on the screen, so we got Furious Temper, Flammable Cannoneer, Gyrating Drill Bits, On Second Thought, Master Mechanic, and Fight Fire with Fire. Then we have Andrew Cunningham and Angelo Iacchino for this build. So this is an accuracy build. So we have for our mods, now we have aiming systems mod 1, steering gears mod 2, or you could run the supercharges mod on this ship. Might want to experiment with that. And then I'm running the concealment mod as well. So those are the mods. Now we're going to get to stats. So it's got 5 heals on this build. We got sonar, it goes up to 4.2 kilometer range. Definitely suggest using that. Our range is 17.7. Our reload is 24.8. Our 180 is 29 seconds. Then our secondaries are pretty standard. AA is pretty standard. Our maneuverability is 10.1 seconds, which is really, really good. And our concealment is 12.6. Detectability range by sea. So now we're going to look at the armor viewer. So it looks like the bow and stern of the ship's going to have 25 millimeter on the deck and on the side plating. There is a little bit of a more plating towards the front. You can see that. And then I'm going to show you the citadel in terms of the location. So it looks like it's right at waterline, maybe slightly above waterline. Yeah, a bit above waterline, looks like, from the angle. So it goes up maybe that first line on the ship. So we got 51 millimeters of armor on the main deck area on the center of the ship. The citadel is right around waterline, maybe a little bit higher. So you're definitely going to want to angle. And you know that essentially 25 millimeters is only going to bounce 14 inches. So that's another thing. And with the Hood, it's the only class in its series, so it's a 1920s ship. One of the most famous, versus the Bismarck. So, yeah, we're just going to get straight into the battle, and we're going to break down what we did with the Hood. So, with the Hood today, I thought, first off, this battle was a great instance of showing how to play the Hood correctly. And based off the commander and all the other things that I considered, made it work out the best in this battle. So we're going to head towards the sea cap with the team over here is where we spawned initially. That's always the best bet. Whenever you spawn initially, you always want to consider where you spawn and consider where you want to go with the team. So if you spawn towards the center of the map between A cap and C cap, so you're at B cap, then you really want to move to the side that needs you the most. But if you're at the C cap, stay at the C cap. Doesn't make any sense if you go from C cap all the way over to A cap just to have 6 people going to one side, which makes no sense. I see that a lot with battles, and honestly, I wish people would stay on their sides a bit better, because then it'd be a bit more balanced, and then one side wouldn't be flanked so hard, and then you wouldn't be, getting essentially crossfires from the other side from your enemy shooting at you and getting absolutely devastated. So that first shot right there, I probably shouldn't have taken. I thought I had a good shot on the destroyer, but I didn't. So we're definitely going to just try to turn out of here. Wasn't the smartest play to do that. I could have definitely been hit harder there for maybe 15 to 20k. I did start turning out right there to minimize and ensure my angle. So we're just going to keep moving up. We're going to try to maybe get another shot on this destroyer. So I'm going to try to line it up right here, take a shot, and that should be good. Nope. Oh, I thought it would have been good, but sometimes the shells don't do exactly what you want them to do, which that's the aspect of RNG. So it just means that you really got to consider things before just firing your main guns. You got to think about the situation and the battle and likelihood of your shells hitting the target based off like what ship you are. So like being the Hood, I would say your shells are very accurate. I mean, obviously against destroyers, it depends what range you're shooting them at. If you're shooting them at maybe under 10 kilometers, it's not too bad. But if you're shooting 13 plus at a destroyer and they're turning at all, you're likely not to hit them. So in this case, I'm like at 9.5 kilometers, maybe 10, and I still don't get them there. But I think that was just based off my aiming there that I didn't get them. So lots of things I'm just noting, just looking at the video myself, and something that I want to always keep getting better at is recognizing what I'm doing right and keep learning and keep progressing, because that's the best way to keep going. So we get a good hit on the Vanguard. That was for 7,800 damage. It was a pretty good shot. So I guess the main things with the Hood is stick with AP. I mean, you can definitely do HE against destroyers or whatever. I guess considering the builds, I would build it for more for accuracy, as kind of like I did with this with Fisher, Andrew Cunningham, and Angelo Iacchino. But you could also build it for reload some more, so you could put Paulo Di Ravel, or you could put for turret traverse, if you think the traverse speed for the turrets are bad, you could put Mikhail Katarov on there to reduce the turning time for the turrets. So there's all sorts of different builds you can do with this. I definitely recommend at least one accuracy commander, battleship commander, to put on the ship for your build, because if you don't do that, then your shells are just not likely to hit. So you want to make your shells count, because this ship has 4 doubles. They're 15-inch guns. They do... I don't know if it's short fuse. I know there's a couple ships from the British that are short fuse. But you see right there, I played that smart with the Vanguard. Vanguard kept going broadside. So he just didn't expect me to take advantage of that. So I did. So I took him out ASAP, and we're on to the next target. So we're up to 65,000 damage already. And it's a pretty even game in terms of numbers on each side. It's a 7v7. Our team's looking pretty good on the caps, trying to contest B cap and head over towards the A cap as well. I'm over at the C cap trying to do as much as I can right here. So we're going to take some shots at this Cheshire. So this is going to be a good shot based off that grouping. You'll see right here. Just right over the mountain. Look at that. That double citadel right there with those two shots. So we just jump another 26k, so we're 93k already so far with this game, And you see the shells are rather accurate. I mean, my reloads on this build is 24.8 second reload at tier 6 with this British battleship. It's definitely really, really good. Or battlecruiser, battleship. Technically classified as a battlecruiser, but we're going to call it battleship. So overall, I mean, the Hood's got good concealment with this build. It's got really, really good rudder. It's got very accurate guns for what it is. I mean, they can always be more, but for what my commanders are and what I'm doing with the intent of this build, I thought it was great overall. So, and it's the thing like this where you're playing the battle and in a certain ship and you're just focusing on your role and your place in the ship and doing everything else you can, and then you look up and then you're like, wow, this is a great game. So it just pops up on you like that. So that's why I'm always, being very keen and understanding where the opportunity is for these games, and whenever they come up, does it align with something that I want to show with this ship in terms of how it plays or how this certain commander build works, etc. So it's all about the purpose and the intent of the commander build, your ship stats, how the commander build influences the ship stats, and then how it all comes together with playing strategically and then working as a team and taking it one step at a time. That's really all it comes down to. If you're playing the right build, you're playing the ship role, battleship, correctly, and angling and all these other things, you're just going to do fine. You're going to soar in this game. So we got a cruiser right here. We're going to take a shot at him. Pretty good shot. So he is going to kind of bob and weave this cruiser. So we're going to adjust our angling and try to bounce some of these shells and then try to lead him a little bit more. See, the shells aren't terrible, but they're not great. We did get a ricochet right there. So it's a 3v4. We're doing pretty good. We got 2 caps. That's great. We got the B and C cap. So we're ahead on points for now. Up, is it 80-something points right now? And we have a dev strike. We got a couple citadels, some fires, some secondary hits, a kill. And we're doing a good job this game. We're keeping it close. So I'd be curious to hear what you guys run in, for this build or for this ship. I mean, specifically for the Hood. You guys run all accuracy? Do you run reload? Do you do accuracy reload? Do you do turret traverse with accuracy? Do you do turret traverse with reload and you don't worry about the accuracy? I mean, be curious to hear other people's opinions or builds or thoughts. Definitely put those in the chat. I'm always very welcoming of other people's opinions and thoughts in terms of what they how they make a ship work for them, because maybe how I do it works for me, but maybe there's a better way. So I always like to at least hear other people's opinions and consider them and say, okay, that's a good build. I mean, considering X, Y, and Z of your build, and it makes the most sense. So or can make sense to do if you're not doing it. So we have a couple more minutes with this battle. We're wrapping down on this battle, taking some shots over the island against the Nebraska. It was a decent shot. I'm going to try to take him out. And he's done, so we're good to go. So we can focus on the cruiser over here. Notice my aiming and my angling towards the end of this game is really, really good. It definitely comes down to the last seconds of the game. It's a 260 point difference in terms of the game right now based off the caps alone and having one other teammate on my team. So yeah, definitely hope everyone enjoyed the video. We're almost done with it. So, but make sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of a hood and what your build is. And I'd be happy to discuss more of that in the comment section below. And if you guys want to become a member, there's tier 1, 2, or 3. So if you want to do that, be my guest. Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, just kind of a sidebar, but an important thing I want to address. So we're just about done. We're going to take this Edinburgh out, hopefully, with one more salvo. Very, very close. So I'm almost dead, so I got to stay alive. That's the point, is I had like 30 to 40 seconds to survive. So there's our high caliber. Devastating strike. And yeah, we're just about done with the game. So looks like we're going to make it out of this. And that concludes our HMS Hood review video. So we're going to end up with 137,000, 138,000 damage with over 3k XP with 454,000 credits. So yeah, this is Dark Architect 18. I'm out. Hope everyone has a good day. Thanks for tuning in the next YouTube video. And we'll see you in the next one. And appreciate everyone for tuning in. This is Dark Architect 18. Thanks. Peace. Bye.